In Affinity 3, you can use Perlin noise to create all kinds of visual effects, such as raised designs like this, but also many other visual effects. I'm going to show you how PC or Mac. So for this start image, you can of course use any image with this. I'm just going to duplicate it in layer, so right click and duplicate, because you can combine it later if you want. Well, I've got this one, this is the one I'm going to work on. And next thing to do, just go down here to Pixel, and then Filters, and then down to Colours, and then just down there to Procedural Texture. Procedural Texture, got tons and tons of presets. The one you need is this one, Perlin Noise. So Perlin Noise, I'm just going to drag this out, is a fairly complex equation, I must admit. It's not one that I'm going to change too much, but I'm just going to add a few values right at the start. So just copy it, and then click plus. And then you've got 4 channels. At the moment, it's not correct, so I'm just going to click the A, and also I'm going to remove the B and the G, because what I want to do is put them here. So red, green, blue, and A. Now, unfortunately, it doesn't default to this run, but it would be nice. You have to quickly do that, and then paste those in again, those equations. And I'm going to change them slightly, but that's going to be with the red and the green and V there. And you've got that. Because you've got the alpha channel, you can see it's slightly different now. But also you can go up here, and instead of just this VEC, as it says there, just put R, uppercase, the key thing, and then times, which is an asterisk. And then go to the next one and put, obviously it's G there. I'm going to put G. You don't have to. You could put B, perfectly reasonable, or maybe a combination, red plus green, etc. Also, you can go here and you can put B. So you've got B there. The bottom one, you can modify it a bit more, and I'm just going to could go with this, but I'm going to put bracket R plus B times 0.5 and times again, asterisk there. And then you get that. Now you can save it. You can save this preset. You can just go here and just click here, create preset. If you haven't created it already, it will let you create it. So create preset, and I'm just going to go with color noise 2, because I've already created it in a quick run through beforehand. So now I'm just going to go down to noise, the category, and click create. So there it is. You can go back to it at any point later. But also you can modify this, the persistence, and you can change this and get even more intense color effects like that. You can change the contrast, maybe go like there, and also change, if you want, the octaves, etc. And click apply, and you've got that. But that isn't the end result. The end result is also, you can modify it here. So go to the layers here and down to effects, just down the bottom, there's FX, click there, and then you can go to 3D, and now you can see you've got this, and you can change the radius. You can also use bevel and emboss, etc. But you can see now you've got this 3D effect applied because of the alpha channel. And you can also modify soften, profiles, just run through those and change them. Maybe go with this one, which I think creates quite an interesting design. Change the direction, light, etc. And click close. But also what you can do, because you've created this duplication, you can just go here and go to blend modes, run through darken, multiply, maybe lighten, and you can see as you run through, you can get some interesting combinations just by using different blending modes. But also, once you've done that, you can always go over here and go to pixel and merge visible, just to create a pixel layer with that design. You see there, you've got that there. And of course, you could combine that as well and create even more combinations using different blend modes as well. In Affinity 3, you can also apply the Perlin noise to itself in multiple ways to create some really interesting designs. I will show you how PC or Mac. So I've got this layer selected here. With that, I can go up here to Pixel, then Filters, and then down to Colours and Procedural Texture again. So Procedural Texture, and again in here, Presets. Just run down to the bottom here to Perlin noise. So Perlin noise, select that. You can also modify persistence, change the values there, change contrast, and also octaves if you want. And then click apply. Once you've done that, what you can then do is you can right click and go to transform, and then, right click, transform and flip horizontal. Occasionally it suddenly vanishes. Now you've transformed it, what you can do is again, you can go up here to pixel, filters, and you can just use repeat procedural texture again, or simply just go down to colours and procedural texture again, and then just select again Perlin noise. Now the Perlin noise will be slightly different. Let's just change it, tweak it, modify it, change it in a number of ways. You can change obviously octaves, etc. and then click apply. But now once you've done that, you can go up here to Pixel, Filters, and then Fade Procedural Texture, and that will blend the Perlin noises. So Fade Procedural Texture, and you can see you get something like that. And you can modify this. Now sometimes it just didn't update there at that point, but you can also go through Darken, Multiply, Color Burn, Lighter Color, soft light I should say, linear light, and so on. So a whole load of different designs can be created. Maybe go with difference. And let's just quickly change that value there as well. You can change the fade, maybe like there, or put it there, up to you what you want. And then click apply. But also what you can do, you can apply some effects as well. You might decide, well, I'm going to combine that with pixel, filters, blur, and I could always go with Gaussian, but you can also use, say, box blur. So box blur, just apply that. And again, radius, get a nice little effect there. Once you've got that, you can then again go back to pixel, filters, and down to colors, procedural texture, because of course now the actual reapply is no longer, of course, the same setting. What you can do, just go again down here to Perlin noise, and with this you can set the settings again, contrast, octaves, maybe reduce it down like that, and then click apply. And again you can do the pixel, filters, and fade procedural texture. With that you can combine this, and again fade there, again go through the various blend modes, maybe go different. Sometimes it's probably something better with lighten or screen or something like that, and then click apply to create all kinds of different combinations of Perlin noise. You can still continue to work with this, though in this case I think this is just a bit too faded. I've just gone for too many lighten. So what I can do, I can always just go over here to pixel, filters, and colors, and auto levels. Maybe try the other ones as well, but auto levels I think just makes it slightly more easy to combine with other Perlin noises. But now once I've got that, I can again go here to pixel, filters, and then colors, and then down again to procedural texture. And with this, I can again select that. I'm just going to go down here to Perlin noise again, or maybe use the other ones as well, perfectly reasonable. And just modify this setting here, the octaves. And I actually quite like reducing the octaves down so you get more chunkier sort of Perlin noise. And you can modify the persistence here, just subtle changes there, and contrast. Again, sort of maybe getting more like that. So once you've done that, exactly the same as before, you can always go up here to pixel, filters, and then fade procedural texture. And you can then just fade it like this and just go here. And again, go through lighten, screen. And that's what I want to achieve. This sort of effect where you get these sort of lovely, little unusual, ghostly lines appearing in the design. And again, just modify the fade. And you can actually see more of those. And click apply. Now, this design can again, exactly the same as before, you can right click and do transform and do exactly the same. Simply just go to pixel, again filters, and repeat procedural texture, and then go to pixel, filters, and fade again. And again, you can see then you get this fade, and again go down to lighten, and you get these again very unusual ghostly effects there. Or you might again want to go screen, linear burn, create some very weird unusual designs, and click apply. Once you've got this, you can also turn it into a pattern design. So if you want this as a pattern design, all you need to do, as it's a pixel layer, you can go over here, you can see it's pixel there, go to pixel, go down to a new pattern layer from selection. Once you've got that, you can then just change this, just drag this, and you can see your design. Now it's got a seam there. Well, simply just go up here, context toolbar, and click mirror. And then you've got this lovely seamless design, which you can, of course, then rotate. But also what you can do is you can right click and you can duplicate. And that, you've got two now. You can shift that just slightly. And again, go to blend modes and go through lighten, darken, etc. and create all kinds of combinations, maybe difference, maybe exclusion, maybe saturation. All those sort of ones, which again, of course, you can tweak this design, make it smaller, drag there. In fact, saturation does absolutely no use whatsoever, but linear light, say, and move it around and so you can combine it in countless ways. And of course, exactly the same as before, you can always go to pixel and then just down to merge and merge visible to create a solid layer of this design. In Affinity 3, you can also combine that colour Perlin noise effect with this image and do much the same as the previous example. So let's just go here to Pixel and then down to Filters, down to Colours and Procedural Texture, and then just go here to Presets, and luckily I've saved them, so Colour Perlin, there's that one. Now, I don't want the alpha channel, you can just simply remove it, so click there, and the effect is just applied to the image. You've got the red, the green, the blue. But as mentioned, you can always go here, and instead of R, you can put bracket red plus 2 times B, bracket. So you've got something like that, a slight variation. So it does make a slightly different effect there, but you can also go, instead of bracket G minus B, bracket, and so on. You can see you create some slight variation there. Also, you can modify here the octaves. Let's just increase that. Persistent, I'm just going to go maybe like there. Contrast, you can tweak that, and then click apply. So once you've done that, you can then apply the effect again. So let's just go to Pixel and Filters, and then just down here to Repeat Procedural Texture. With that, you get something like that. But also, now, what you can do is you can go to, again, Pixel, Filters, and you can use the Fade command. So Fade Procedural Texture. And just going to go there and change it and just run through. Maybe go with Lighten, Screen, Overlay, Difference, and so on. Maybe Hard Mix. I think that always creates an interesting one. And again, just modify that setting there. Or maybe go up here, Colour Burn, and so on. Just maybe reduce that down even more. And click Apply. Well, what you can also do, maybe combine it with some other effects as well. Maybe apply some blurs or something. But again, go back, Pixel, Filters, and again, just go there. You could use that one. But you can also go to Colours, and again, just down to Procedural Texture, just quickly select this one again, the preset, or maybe use the other one. So let's just see Colour Noise 2 that I created, which was a slight variation. Again, I don't want the alpha channel one, so I can just remove that. And you can see the result of that. And again, you can then tweak the octaves, change the persistence, contrast, and click apply. Or maybe again, make some variations here. Again, you just go bracket, maybe go with R minus 2 times G, bracket, and get a slightly different effect that way. And click apply. Exactly the same as before. You can then apply it again if you want. So Pixel, Filters, and Repeat Procedural. Maybe then go to Pixels, Filters, and again Fade, and you just combine it in countless ways. You can also, of course, use a transform in between. So Colour Burn, and again, just reduce that down, click apply. You can always right click and transform and flip horizontal or flip vertical. And then again, Pixel, Filters, Repeat Procedural Texture, and you can see loads and loads of combinations can be created. Create some truly abstract, sort of very odd artwork based on the original image, though it's actually quite hard to actually see the original now. It's sort of very, very sort of in there somewhere. But of course, you could, if you'd kept the original image, which I did not do, which I should have done, you could then just simply combine it. And a quick way around that, if you suddenly think, you know what, I want to do that, but I can't do it now because I've lost it, well, you haven't. All you need to do is, which I often do, is go to Window and go down to General Assets, always a good one, go to any of the random sort of assets ends and just go here and click here, Add from Selection. So you've got the design. It takes a few seconds to process. It's there now. You can then, of course, go back to the original image. So let's just quickly do that. So there's the original image. You can see that now. And all you need to do then is, with this, just drag over this. And you can see now you've got the design there, and you can just move it around, maybe get it correctly in position. Yep, got it finally. And then again, go through blend modes, go darken, and you can see you get slightly different, unusual. I think that one's quite a nice one, darker colour, lighter colour, and so on, to create some truly interesting combinations of the original image, as well as, of course, this Perlin noise effect that's been applied. Hope you found this of interest. Any questions or thoughts about all the methods shown in this? Be really great. Bye.